Hello, says Toon here. Today, I'll be talking about a disturbing and terrible person who is revealed to be guilty for his actions and words. This will be the final response to him, since he kept coming back to us, trying to reach us, and kept over taking his words towards us. Especially that he doesn't mind his own business at all, instead he keeps coming back to the server to accuse and criticize us. In note, if you guys don't know who Tronox is, I'll tell you. Is one of the members who is a part of the server's series. However, this guy is known to cause many arguments from the past months until this day. He is still doing it from now on. So let's get started from what happened. So basically it all started with this right here. So if you guys didn't know what happened there, Tronox has caused dramatic arguments during the Mecha Scientist 077 roleplay. The fact is, Tronox has done major things to TK, especially with accusations and harassments what Tronox has done. And Tronox forgetting what the roleplay is and kept continuing to add more insulting words and harassments to TK. And the crazy fact is, Tronox even has to send threats to TK and even Insanity himself, which makes Insanity having to block Tronox for those words. This doesn't end here. TK has made a response video about the argument, even crediting me for the evidence I have shown to him. This doesn't stop here, since Tronox overreacts and complains about why the argument was being sent out to the public. This proves that the beginning, Tronox is still guilty for his words and actions throughout the argument. Even he tried apologizing, not admitting his mistakes, instead trying to let us forget and ignore it. You think that ends? No. Before that argument was finished, Tronox would then start to add more arguments, dramas, and even incidents throughout the months. And you know what's way crazy? Since the time we kicked out Tronox out of the server 6 to 7 times, which includes him leaving, he came back again as a different person, trying to hide himself away from us. Which this artwork explains it. The time the argument of TK and Tronox ended, he came back as a different person once in a roleplay game. Because of Insanity wanting to give Tronox the chance to reach back. The next one happened as Tronox came back as a different person known as a CJ0, trying to be Tronox's friend. Yet he lied his identity, revealing himself to be Tronox, which we accepted him back on the series or server. The next one is legitimately crazy and disturbing. The time during the debating of Marcus and I have ended, Tronox would jump into the argument, making it worse, losing his carrier, making himself leave the server. Then peace would last, as Tronox will come back as someone really disturbing for the server, known as Azrael. Azrael would then hide his own identity, as he would fake reveal his age 2 times. He will keep trying to act as if nothing has happened. And as me and Zachary will keep taunting the word Tronox repeatedly to Azrael, Azrael would then finally reveal who himself, what's behind the mask. Tronox would then stalk Gabe's Facebook account, leaking who she is and knowing about her family, even though she's a minor. It was crazy. Then I had finally taken the decision to not accept Tronox ever again for what he has done. Azrael, aka Tronox, would leave the server for good. Not for good. Tronox would often come back, criticize, accused, harassed, and even insult us. He even shows very inappropriate actions to the server, which he didn't follow the server's rules, guidelines and policy. Even sending absolute ***th threats to the server, which is a constant mute. Which even happened from the beginning of the first argument. Now that's all I have to explain. There will be a bonus clip where my friend TK sent me to a secret server where Tronox owns So here it is. So we are here, so let's see what this server has to offer. And it seems the bad boy is asleep, aka Tronox. Normal, average chat, nothing crazy. XD, Leon, makes the most hilarious response ever. And it seems Sufi left, and Tronox telling Sufi to shut the fuck up, interesting. I sure smell drama, and it also seems Tronox told Luca to also STFU and call him stupid, forcing Luca to leave the server. Tronox not also wanting to add Zachary and Darren and I is crazy. We are just curious about this shitty knockoff server. In the next 6 years, yet Tronox is still sending inappropriate dark humor messages to minors such as Gage, Darren, etc. Bro is absolutely going to jail for sure. No offense. Tronox's insults are crazy, wanting to chop my D***K off, and wanting to clap my cheeks, and telling me to leave him alone, yet him often joins the server to accuse and harassed us is crazy. OG says turn, I think bro is hypnotizing, or I say dumb. That account of mine was legitimately got hacked, forcing me to go to my backup old account. Les, speed up DA.progress cause it's getting kinda boring, uneasy face. Using friends for my series. Honesty Tronox is spitting fake rumors about me using my friends for my series, however it started with a roleplay, and a roleplay consists of friends, and what happened is bonding and friendship. Tronox sure is quite dumb. This server sure is quite empty and abandoned. I guess Sufi is indeed right. Speaking of Venus, not exactly sure when she will be joining back, did say 4 months, but entirely not 0.100% sure if that's exactly so sure if what I am saying. Hella empty. Tronox copying me having to add in each channel. I cannot stop laughing. What actually fu is this channel even all about? XDDDDD. Tronox is literally the definition of anger from inside out skull XDDD. Here are the goofy knockoffs, legitimately. What the HCM series really is. Not counting some Skibidi toilet areas such as Camera Laboratory, Wasteland, TV Laboratory. Empty as fuck. The server is really rotten and abandoned. So I guess that's also Sire. And I'm glad to thank TK, Luca, and the rest who have been here since the start, or the most important arguments who have stayed away or tried intervening, not trying to make it worse. And I am wondering when would Sufi make her decisions, when she will join the server, or it's straight up 4 months, or possibly a week or a month, who knows. I would also be glad for everyone who has been sticking since the start, not wanting to be engaged or make it worse. Except Marcus, but I do know he has changed. Everything is now fixed. Tronox is finally gone and will never be coming back. Even if he tries reaching, it'll be a constant ban. Peace has now finally been restored, and future dramas and arguments won't happen since Tronox has moved on from life.
Out of Chronoverse, my ass. Time strike!